are servants in this place. We're going to give them back control of their lives in the freest country on earth, Canada. Let's bring it home.
Pierre Polier.
Pierre
Name something your
Polier. Pierre Polier is the smartest guy. For real.
wife might.
I'm Mara Stiles, and I've...
Yeah, that's insane.
Here's why women don't play against men in football. While it might seem like a pointless debate, some female football players still believe they could compete with men. Let's take a look at what's happened when men and women have faced off. The U.S. women's national team, one of the best in the world, challenged the Wrexham men's team last year. Wrexham, a 5th Division English side, fielded retired players for the match. Within just 20 minutes, the men had already scored 7 goals, and the game ended in a brutal 12-0 defeat for the women's team. In another instance, during a training session with the Crystal Palace women's team, 2 male players, Zaha and Bolasie, asked to join. Laying 2 against 8, they completely dominated. One highlight play even showed Zaha dribbling past the entire team, nutmegging a player, and leaving the goalkeeper on the ground. These examples highlight just how tough the competition can be when men and women face off on the same pitch. Here's why women don't play against men in football.
That's
While it
crazy.
might seem like a pointless debate,
A little more.
La parola d'ordine!
You're a woman with a slang? The cars aren't flying, Martha. Hey there, buddy. Just what do you think you are doing in here? Now, I don't know where the colored bathrooms are, but I can tell you that this ain't one of them. Blackie, now put up your dukes. Let's have a brawl. Quite an uncomfortably large Hispanic population nowadays, wouldn't you say, Fred? Cigarettes cause cancer? No, they don't. Cigarettes cure cancer. Now, premarital intercourse, that causes cancer. $27,000 for a Toyota Prius? The thing's a hunk of garbage. Why doesn't anyone have a robot butler? Participation trophies? Why, that's just outrageous. Why, back in my day, if you lost, you were a loser. And the loser got the old 1-2, the old rock'em sock'em, the old dance with the fiddler in the pale moonlight.
Are you tired of liner letdowns? Say goodbye to Makeup Melancholy and hello to NYX Professional Makeup.
I am currently being locked in the cleanup locker. Both my arms and legs are tied by tape and rope. I literally cannot move a single muscle. Ma'am, one of the students were asking for this.
I see. Okay, I'll have to consider this then.
Ma'am, about the next topic?
Ma'am! Yes, okay, everyone, please calm down. There's only one of me, so relax, okay?
Her name was Tabane Hakozume. She's the student council president at our school. She's a senior and already has been accepted into college, which means that she's the role model student.
All right, excuse me, ma'am. All right. You guys all take care and be careful going home, okay? All right.
Oh my God, that is terrifying. I didn't know that people can turn their heads around 180 degrees like that.
Ugh, that really hurts my neck.
Huh. So it does hurt her neck.
So, did you rethink your decision now? What's wrong with you, trying to break up with me, of all people?
Addendum. The person that locked me in this little locker was this diligent and innocent student president herself. I said diligent and innocent, didn't I? Yeah, that's a complete and utter lie.
Do you have any idea how much I love you, though? You love me too? Oh my god, so cute!
Oh my god.
You want to break up with me that badly? I'm going to kill you.
Oh, hells nah.
He's so scary.
I know, right?
I, Kakeru Kase, am going out with Tabane Hakozume. Here's how it all happened.
I want you to go out with me to keep away all the other men.
No thanks. Tabane asked me for this favor right around the middle of our junior year.
Oh, that was a fast answer. May I ask why not?
Because it's too much work.
But still, even if it's a guise to keep away other men, you still get to go out with a beautiful girl. You'll get kudos as a man.
I don't need that kind of kudos.
So, are you saying that you don't want to go out with a beautiful girl? Is that what you mean?
Going out with you is just a facade, right? I can't hold hands or touch my own girlfriend? Yeah, no, that's worse than some kind of famous girl on the other side of this screen.
You can sit here and brag about how you're dating this beautiful girl. You should feel better than everyone else.
Yeah, but it's fake. I won't feel proud at all. This is the point that I realized that her image of being diligent and innocent was a complete lie.
It's tiring having to pretend to get along with everyone. I act so friendly to everyone that a bunch of boys make the mistake of thinking I'm interested in them, and they all just confess their feelings for me. I have my own feelings too, you know. I don't understand why they think I'd be interested in them when they're not even considering how I feel.
Then I want you to consider how I feel as well, huh?
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
I see. She's got quite the twisted personality, I thought to myself.
So, what kind of feelings do you have exactly?
I'm really busy with my studies.
Studies, huh? Well, why are you so busy?
It's a pretty cliche story. I want to make sure I study hard to repay my parents because they worked hard to make sure I lived a happy life.
I see. Well, that is such a lovely cliche story.
That's why I'm working to get into a very difficult university.
I see. Well, then, I'll help you with your studies.
Huh?
I'm literally top of the class, you know.
Oh yeah, she was, wasn't she?
What do you say?
I would appreciate the help then.
All right, it's a done deal then.
And that's how we started going out. Time flew by and we were pretend dating for a year. We're now both seniors. I'm starting to get really busy with my entrance exams and it's already been a year. I need to start breaking it off with Tabane, so... All right, I think it's about time to break up. I told her that I want to break up with her. And so... that brings us to where we are now.
Behold, my name is Maximus Entertainus, and I come to you with big...
Takeru-kun? I'm not going to let you go until you tell me that you're going to get back with me. Got it?
She's so scary.
You can't talk like this, huh? I'm going to take off the tape for you right now.
Hey, how did you get rid of the highlights in your eyes, by the way?
Huh? Is that the first thing that you want to say after I take the tape off?
I'm just so curious that I can only sleep at night.
That's very healthy of you.
By the way, my thoughts haven't changed. I want you to break up with me.
I guess there's no choice then.
Are you gonna be violent? Are you gonna hit me? I'd really appreciate it if you don't hit my face.
Why though?
Because if my parents see me, they might get worried.
So you're fine with me punching and kicking you?
I don't understand why you're pitying me right now. You're definitely the most insane person in this room right now, Tabane.
Well then try to refrain from saying things that are somehow more insane than what I'm saying.
I really am not being insane in this situation, I don't think.
I don't particularly like violence, so I was thinking that I would corner you in a different way.
What is that? I feel like I've seen it before.
It's your notes from when you were in the 8th grade.
Huh? Why do you have that, though?
I received it from a very top secret source.
That's terrifying. What kind of freaking extreme lengths did you go through to find that? That note has all kinds of insane, dark history. It's all very, very shameful. Poems, novels, illustrations, read doodles, and others. Honestly, if anyone actually sees inside the notes, I think that I would just roll around in the dirt.
I'm going to copy these and hand them out to all of the students in the school.
You really are trying to kill me, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going to murder you, socially. If you're not going to be mine, then I will make sure that your life is filled with complete shame and that you will not be able to survive socially.
Champions League with Real Madrid's B.
Predicting the champion.
Trying to win the Champions League with Real Madrid's B team on FC24. As you can see here is, in my opinion, Real Madrid's strongest starting 11. So I have removed all 11 from the game, meaning Madrid have to play with their B team. And yes, I know it is unfair to say Modric and Alaba are in the B team, but it just shows how much depth Madrid have. And to start off, Madrid came 4th place in La Liga, which is understandable. Brahim Diaz did score more goals than Lewandowski, though. In the UCL, the weakened Madrid side respectively topped their group. They then beat Brest in the round of 16. In the quarters, they beat Dortmund, just like they will in real life. And after beating Brest earlier, they now also have to beat AS in the semifinals. And they did just that. Meaning in the final, they face Bayern Munich, who not only have Harry Kane, but now also have Megamind as their manager. Maybe he can stop the curse. And Madrid and the UCL are just simply built different. I know the Kane curse exists, but they still beat Brest and AS to get to the final. And Arda Güler was the 2nd highest scorer. Trying to win the Champions League with Real Madrid's B team on FC.
Predicting the Champions League knockouts in 60 seconds. Benfica went toe-to-toe with Barcelona, so I'm going to choose them. This is an all-French matchup, and they actually played in the league not too long ago. I'm going to choose PSG to go through. Juve versus PSV is actually very interesting. PSV beat Liverpool in the Champions League. Juve have lost 2 out of their last 5 matches. However, with Colomwani in the team, I just have more confidence that they'll score goals. I'm going to say they draw the first match, and then Juve will go through, but only because of Colomwani. Sporting versus Dortmund is also interesting. Dortmund haven't kept a clean sheet in 13 matches. Sporting also have Victor Gyökeres, and Dortmund actually have lost 5 out of their last 10 matches. I'm going to say Sporting win the first match 2-1, but also go through. Club Brugge versus Atalanta. Brugge have only won 1 match in their last 5. I actually just watched Atalanta draw against Barca. I'm going to say they end up going through. Celtic have scored 14 goals in just their last 3 matches. Of course, it is in Scotland, but it is interesting. I don't think Bayern will keep a clean sheet. They will be too strong, though. Milan versus Feyenoord. The Italian club literally just bought their starting strikers, so if they don't win, it's going to be kind of embarrassing. That brings us to Manchester City and Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid's center back issues will be a big problem against Haaland. Let me know what you think, because this one is hard. I was going to say City, but I'm going... Predicting the Champions League knockout.
My grandfather had nothing but hope when he arrived.
I translated my name 1 million times through Google Translate to see what it would become. So Sambucha is a proper noun with literally no meaning in English outside of my channel name, but there's a website that will basically take the word translated a bunch of times across a set number of languages and output it back to you. A clear recipe for disaster, but I wanted to see what Sambucha would become after putting it through this linguistic ringer. Starting with 50 translations across languages like Latvian, Hindi, and Korean got us to Sambu tea, not terrible. 100 times through and it yielded the word plentiful, so we were no longer even close to Sambucha. After 1,000 translations, which used over 100 different languages, Sambucha turned into hope everyone gets better. Continuing onwards though to 10,000 translations and it became thank you 3 times. At the 100,000 translations, it started to take a really long time to load, so I left and came back to my new name, I screamed loudly. But on to 1 million translations, which took forever, but ultimately turned Sambucha into, it has been 4 years since I came to Germany. Ich verstehe. I translated my name
in a race city in Germany.
1 billion.
So Google Maps and Apple Maps have officially renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Has my life changed in the slightest because of this? No. But you know what? While we're at it, we might as well make some more changes. New Mexico, scratch that. We're going to call that even newer America. French fries are no longer French fries. We're calling them fried freedom sticks. The card game Uno will no longer be Uno. We're going to call it One. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, even though it's not in America, we're going to call it the slightly tilted American Tower. The Sahara Desert? Let's call that the Great American Sandbox. And from now on, the word universe is going to be obsolete. We're going to replace it with the United States of everything. Okay, I'm done. This was a joke. Do not send this.
So I found a key in my mailbox, but it wasn't a normal key.
These are the 3 craziest ways people escaped prison in 2000.
Who will win the next 10 Ballon d'Ors if there was no attackers, according to FC25? To start off, the 2025 Ballon d'Or was won by Van Dijk. I guess this makes sense. In 2026, it was won by Rodri. Imagine if this guy actually won the Ballon d'Or in real life. In 2027, Van Dijk picked up his 2nd Ballon d'Or. And in 2028, it was won by Trent. Okay, EA need to stop with the Liverpool glazing as Trent won it again. Actually, he is probably at Madrid here. In 2030, it was won by Pedri. Barca fans are most likely busting as we speak.